Shalom Malkims. It's your brother Barak. Come back here another one. This is parent probably about Yahawashi. First and foremost, I have to give all praises, honor, and glory be unto the Heavenly Father and the Son, Yahawashi. Double honor cells and apostles of the great millstone, who rule on the time of this truth, and a sincere salutation be unto the brother pushing his word through truth and sincerity, risking their life and freedom to do so. Alright? My brother Barak coming back here another one. Alright? And today, man, I just want to go into a lesson I was meditating on, basically being what is our reward, every now and then, we should remind ourselves why we're in this thing, man. And, you know, the reward we're getting ready to receive, for our works, right? And it's a beautiful thing, man. It just meditates and keeps you grounded, all right? Because this thing of ours is truly foundational, man. It sets a tone for the rest of our lives, the way we think, the way we eat, you know, the way we maneuver within this world, man, all right? All in all, man, the great reward that we're getting ready to receive, man, which is obviously the kingdom and the beautiful things that come with it. All right. So this is First Corinthians. I just want to jump right into it, man. I'm not gonna take too long on these sit downs. Just gonna get straight to the point. It's First Corinthians chapter 9 and verse 24. It says, "Know ye not that they which run this race run all, but one receiveth the prize. So run that ye may obtain." Okay, and what are we gonna obtain, man? All right, is that kingdom, man. That beauty. Oh man, just think about it, man. That kingdom, man. One beautiful place, man. And another thing that comes with it, man, is being off these curses. Time and time again, be like forgetting that you're under the curses, man. But we're really under these curses, man, and deep under them, you know. And we're consistently reminded every day. Salakio. We're consistently reminded every day, kind of like going on social media, seeing how the cops talk to Jay compared to, Esau, the way you walk in society, you just go about your regular day talking to people, the way that people talk to you compared to another person, all right. And obviously going into the history, man. Okay, Deuteronomy chapter 28, that whole chapter. Okay, us being under these curses, man. All right, and that thing being lifted, is a beautiful thing, man. All right, and obviously the race we run, man. All right, with a race, man, you need endurance. Okay, and that's why, you know, from the elders and apostles on down, man. You putting years in this thing. Okay, you're putting years in this thing, which is a beautiful thing. You're putting years in this. You're putting years in this truth. Okay, it's a very beautiful thing, man. Okay, it's a very very beautiful thing. Okay, because that is endurance, man. That's stamina, and that's what you need in a race. Okay, even though you're tired, And I was listening to a brother. I think it was on Thursday. I was driving in a plantation, and he made a beautiful video, man. He was like, because I believe he was talking about, people are talking, oh, we have another 20 or 30 years in this place, man. And he brought up a very interesting point. He basically said that, you know, if you were to be here for another 20, 30 years, Babylon really would be healed. All right, because Esau gonna figure out something, and that is very much so true. Okay, all right, but we're running this race, man. And another beautiful thing is that we're getting ready to see a lot of these prophecies unfold, which it already has, man. It already has manifested and taken place, but there's still a few left, man. Okay, so while we run this race, man, you know, even though we're tired, even though these demons are trying to get to us, even though we have to deal with these things, man. Okay, while bearing this cross, you know, remember why we run the race, guys. Remember why you run this race, because I know sometimes, every day your faith ain't gonna be at its highest. Every day, you're not gonna be at your peak. Not every day you're gonna want to make a video or go out and teach, but remember why we do this, man, and that this is the Lord trusted us with this truth. Okay, He gave us, a fraction of His Spirit in a way. All right. This is Luke chapter 23, 41 verse 44. It says, "And we indeed just Slakia. Luke chapter 23 and verse 41. It says, "And we indeed justly, for we receive the due reward of our deeds," right? Okay? Now, even another way you can even look at it too is, you want to receive the reward of a sinner, okay? A transgressor of the law, or you want to receive the righteous reward, for our deeds, because there will be going forward two deeds, man. Okay, what I mean by that is, the sinner's reward and the righteous man's reward. Okay, and yes, we are sinners, but the difference in between us and them is that we acknowledge our wrongdoings. You know, these Jakes voluntarily, man, they just want to go off. They just want to stay in America. They just want to be in this place. Okay, so that's how you guys have to think of this, man. Okay, that's how you guys have to think of this. Okay, we're getting ready to receive these great rewards, man, and finally be out of this place, man. This place is so wicked, man. Okay, look at these cases, Diddy cases, how these women treat righteous men. Yo, hold on, give me a minute. Alright, it's locked here. Yeah, man. You know, and finally being out of this place, man. Alright? Not having to work 3 jobs no more. Not having to pay these taxes, not having to pay these bills. Okay? Not having to work and walk in the store, worry about, needing, these are just petty things, but, all these things add up, man. Really, truly. So, like, yeah. It really, truly is, a shameful thing, man, to be an Israelite man in this society, man. Really and truly. Alright? It says, "But this man have done nothing to amiss." Verse 42. "And he said unto Yahawashi, Lord, remember me when those comest into thy kingdom." Verse 43. "And the Lord will remember us, because he remember us from even our past lives, man." The elect is the elect at the end of the day, guys. So you guys got to remember that. Okay? The elect is the elect at the end of the day. And they have been the whole time. Okay? The Lord knows who we are, guys. And he knows. Okay? It says, "And Yahawashi said unto him, Verily, I say unto thee, today shalt thou be with me in paradise." Okay? The kingdom is paradise, guys. We're getting ready to receive paradise. The ultimate vacation. And we ain't never coming back. Okay? So you guys got to remember that, man. We're about to receive the ultimate paradise, guys, which is the kingdom, which is going to be on earth, by the way. Okay? Notice it's a paradise, right? Which is Eden. All right? Right? Eden was on earth. All right? Eden means paradise, guys. So we're going to be in a kingdom. Okay? No more taxes. No more having to wake up at this job and that job. No more doubts. No more worries, guys. Think about that, Sit there and meditate on that for a moment. Remember how much worry we have here. How much, sorrow and sadness. Okay? And look at how people remember us. All these people remember from us is us being in slavery and us being down and out, down bad, always underdogging, always having to come up through an underdog story. Nothing again, man. It's not expedient to be an Israelite man in this society. We have our benefits here and there, but overall, man, the whole world's against us, man, and that's what the scriptures tell you. Actually, let's grab that, okay? For edification's sake. Right? Because thy nations are confederate against thee. Okay? Confederate. Psalms chapter 83. And we'll start at verse 4. "They have said, Come and let us cut them off from being a nation," which they already have. Okay? Black community. There's a matriarchy now. You have the woman ruling. Okay? Keeping the kids from the men. Putting them on child support. Running the man out. Hella masculine. And I don't even like to say masculine, but these women are absolutely demonic, guys. Okay? Destroyed us, man. Absolutely. Okay? Destroyed our image, our reputation. And now so much, Esau don't really gotta do nothing no more. Jake's just doing it themselves because they're so destroyed. Okay? Right? Let them cut them off from being a nation. Okay? That the name of Israel may no more be in remembrance. Alright? Verse 5. "For they have consulted together with one content." Okay? With one consent, Salakia. "They are confederate against thee." Okay? So these nations are confederate against us, guys. Alright? They seek to destroy us daily. That's what the scriptures tell you. My people are as led as a sheep, as a flock to the slaughter. What do you think the Lord was talking about? Okay? The slaughterhouse is all of America, guys. Okay? So let's close out. It says Matthew chapter 5 and verse 12. It says, rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven, which is aka paradise. We are going to be in paradise, guys. For they, for so prosecuted they the prophets which were before you. So there's nothing under the sun, man. Okay? And even to elaborate a little bit more, okay, the prophets of old wanted the kingdom as well. They were going through the same things we were. Okay, and I would even argue worse, man. Okay, they went through times where they had to teach and possibly be killed, literally dragged off the street and killed. Okay, all right. So you guys gotta remember, man. And really, truly, we have it more easy. We don't have to travel. We got the internet. We don't have to worry about being killed, at least for now. You know, throwing a gladiatory arena, have to fight a lion or some shit, man. Crazy stuff the prophet used to go through back then. All right. But yeah, man, just, I just wanted to come and do this video and, basically expound on the fact that, man, we have a great reward coming, man, and we're officially going to be in paradise. We're going to be in a real vacation, if you will. Okay? You know? All right? So, again, man, be exceedingly glad, okay, guys? For your reward is great in heaven. All right? So with all that being said, I'm going to give all praise and glory be to the Father and the Son, Yahawah, Sham, Yahawashi. Double honors unto the elders and apostles over there, great millstone, who rule well in time and the truth. And a sincere salutation be unto the brethren pushing this word through truth and sincerity, rich in life freedom to do so. Till next time, I can say, Shalom.